lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whisky Ramblings. And today we're going to the Space side. We're going to Elgin, where you can find, amongst others, the Benromach distillery. Benromach distillery has been around for quite a while, but it has a checkered past. It closed, reopened. Anyway, in the late 1990s, Gordon and Macphail, who is one of the oldest independent bottlers in Scotland, still in family hands by the way, acquired the Benromach distillery. And in 2009 they were able to finally release their own 10-year-old. When they first released it, it stayed a bit under the radar, to be honest. It was, even though it was a bit of a milestone, wouldn't you say? But when it was relaunched in 2014 in a new packaging, new livery, then all of a sudden it appeared on everyone's radar. And well, since then it's been selling like cupcakes. It's amazing. This is a very popular Speyside whiskey indeed. The Benromach 10-year-old even won quite a few awards already. And it was followed recently, well, shortly after, it was also followed by the 100 proof. The Benromach 10-year-old 100 proof, which basically means bottled at a strength of 57%. But the one I'm trying is the original one, which was released at a drinking strength of 43%. And as you can see, it's got this beautiful dark color. So I'm really looking forward to this one. The Benromach 10-year-old, an official bottling from 2014 at 43% on the nose. Ah, well, that nose is a bit old school. You cannot really call this fruity. I'm sure there is some fruit in there. There is a bit of a sweetness in there, but I get some, for example, blood oranges. But I also get some, and don't laugh, but I get some shoe polish and mashed potatoes, which sounds a bit off, but it's got a salty edge there as well. And there's loads of walnuts in there, and maybe even a touch of eucalyptus. Well, this is very special and very old school, but it works like a charm. This nose is really lovely. A very special, but a very good nose. On the palate then. Good body. Clings to the mouth. Clings to your teeth. I like that about a whiskey. Again, walnuts. I do get some apples now. I get some blood oranges again, but I also get some, you know, the taste of autumn in your mouth, if that's something that you can relate to. Like autumn leaves and even a bit of stockfish in there. So it's really sweet versus salt a bit, but it's quite, and there's this lovely smokiness that develops now in the back of the throat. That must be wood smoke. I'm not sure if there's any peat in here. I don't think so. But a beautiful smokiness appears. Excuse me. Again. Because it's quite complex, it's quite layered. I even get some wasabi now. This is good. Some ginger, some pepper, but wasabi, who'da thunk? A hint of chewing tobacco, but the salt really becomes quite big. So this really is sweetness versus saltiness, and they're not battling together. They go hand in hand. This is very balanced. This is very good. On the finish then. The finish is long, it lingers, it's beautifully drying. It's like I'm licking leather. But it's got some drying leather and oranges, and the walnuts, they remain there until the death. What a great whiskey this is. A 10-year-old Benromach, but very old school type. And oh, it's such a great whiskey. It's not your typical Speyside whiskey. It's not as fruity as you would expect. And the saltiness and the wood smoke is a bit unexpected, but because of the lack of fruitiness, this is not your typical Speysider. Nevertheless, this is quite a lovely Speyside whiskey. This Benromach 10-year-old is an absolute stunner.